welcome back to the One Predator podcast. Let's get into it.
So, we're doing something new.
Totally new.
Right.
Well, not totally new.
Well, no, not entirely new, but new.
It feels different.
Yes,
We're in the kitchen.
you can see us.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna start recording our podcast and putting them on the YouTube.
Yep. So there'll be the audio version on all the podcast platforms, and the audio version will still be on YouTube. But now you'll have a video version if that's your thing. You
Yeah,
wanna
right.
Watch us.
See my pretty face. So anyway, we gotta do your
yeah.
thing
Carl and Josh in the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Can't tell because
Yeah.
we did things different.
Yeah.
Sponsors, Rush Custom Collars. Hit up Brian. All of your hand calling needs.
Yep. Deer, turkey, coyote,
Waterfowl.
waterfowl. Always
Yes.
forget that one.
Yeah, because we don't do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
I don't know. Turkey's coming quick.
Yeah. Very quick.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any turkeys.
I have. Not here.
Well,
obviously,
yeah.
but,
I mean,
Around.
places we can hunt, Josh. That's the key.
I didn't tell you about the new place after last week.
New place.
Yeah. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh. Okay.
Defender training.
Yep.
All your New York State pistol permit requirements can be met with Defender training. They got about a dozen counties. We've listed them before. You can hit them up at thedefendertraining.org or
They're on
Facebook.
Facebook. Yep.
And Double Dog Drags by DJ's Paracord. You need to drag those predators that you're hunting. That's the way to do it.
Yep. Super handy. Small, compact. I said it a million times.
Yep. If you listen to past episodes, you know all the details
Right. If you the links for all this stuff is in our
on the website.
on the website.
Yep.
So you can go right there and click into them. SKB, they do our
Yep.
shirts.
All of our shirts. So
If you want a shirt, if you want to look cool while you're hunting coyotes,
they did this.
they did this. Their link is in there. Oak Hill Taxidermy.
Yep, that's on there too.
She does all of our tanning and mounts and all that stuff. Any species, a woodchuck to ducks. If you're local to the area, hit her up. She's on Facebook too. Does great work.
Yeah, I put a link to her Facebook on
Yep.
the website.
Yep, she's in
that's
there too now. That's about it,
Yeah.
right? What are we going to talk about? We can't shoot coyotes anymore.
No, this is our first official support group meeting
We did the live
last week.
last week. That was fun.
Yep.
Thanks for everybody who came.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Everybody seemed to like it. I was felt like it was a train wreck, but whatever. It seemed to work.
Almost 3 hours. It was a good time.
Yeah, when you were cutting it off, I'm like, what are we cutting it off for? And I'm look at my phone. I'm like, holy shit, it's late.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It was a good one, though.
Yeah,
We had a ton of interaction. People,
Yes.
of course, our biggest fan, Dennis Gilmore.
Yeah. Asking all the good questions.
All the good questions.
Yep.
Thank you, Dennis.
Made us think.
Yeah.
It's on the spot.
Yeah, he likes doing that. But other than that, we had a ton of interaction from everybody. We really appreciate everybody for supporting us or coming and hanging out and listen to us babble and complain about now how we can't shoot any coyotes.
Yeah, for the next 174 days.
Yeah, you had the timer. Timer set.
Timer's set and running. We got 174 plus a little bit.
9 hours, 29 minutes, and 25 seconds.
Yep. That's till I set it for 8 o'clock October 1st, 8 a.m. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we sun up
Sun up.
October 1st.
October 1st. Yep.
Yeah, so everything is pretty much shut down now. We have it's margarita season. We just stay home and look at gear we're gonna buy.
Yeah. Yeah. I was doing some muzzle brake research the other day.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's right. Because you got to tear yours down,
Yeah.
or send the whole rifle up there, whatever.
Yeah. I got to get the number again from Brian for up there. And
Probably just send the whole thing up, or just take the whole.
well, I'll talk to him and see if he wants just the barrel in action or wants the whole
Right.
rifle or what's easiest.
Right.
You know, because if he's just gonna tear the whole thing apart anyway, why not just
I will tell you,
take the parts?
putting brakes on bolt guns, it makes them awfully loud. Poor Andy was standing next to me. When we were up at Brian's, I shot at a coyote and it unrecovered. But, you know, I hit it. It's in the video. I hit the thing. I think I went right between it was straight on. I think it
Just
went right between or skipped off them or whatever. It was, I don't know why I get so nervous when I'm hunting with them guys, but it's like, you know, it's like the Super Bowl for us for some reason. I don't know. I just get all fucked up.
Yeah.
And
No, I get it. Because when that first one came out in that mud field, it had come out, and I'm watching it, and I'm there.
you like forget what you're doing.
It was a cornfield, and
Yeah.
I didn't have a super clear shot.
It
So
was foggy.
it was it was.
I was looking at,
It had been raining all afternoon.
I could see the heat of that dog coming out of the woods.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh shit, Andy, there's one down there. And he goes, yep, I see it. And I drop down to my rifle and I'm like, nope.
I could see it. I still haven't watched the video back. I keep saying I'm going to, and I just haven't. But with all the corn stalks and the rollers in the field, I didn't have a super clear shot at it, so I didn't want to shoot.
Yeah, Brian ended up popping a shot at it.
Yeah, Brian did take a
Thermal
shot.
guys, you know, you all don't have to deal with fog like we do.
Yep.
It's a different, it's a whole different thing. But yeah, I popped one at one up there and I fired. Andy go, you know, we're wearing comms,
Yep.
so it's no big deal. We got our headsets on. It's business as usual. So Andy's like, you want me to stop him? And because I woofed at him. And Andy's like, oh shit, you want me to stop him? I'm like, yeah, stop him. Like I woofed at him, and when that dog it came around this point in this bottom of a field, and Andy wanted to stop it. Well, where he was going to stop it, I couldn't see it. So I was like, no, I can't see it. And he come around even closer, and I don't know. It's just different when you're like when it's us. Like we know what each other are gonna do. So it come out again, and I'm like seated on my rifle, and I'm like, whoo, you know, and it wouldn't stop. And Andy's like, you want me to stop him? And I'm like, yes, yes, I do.
Yes, please.
And I still can't believe I whiffed that. That coyote will haunt me. Forever. Ever since we went up there the first time, and my goal is to shoot a coyote with Brian and Andy, and we're gonna do it again. I want to do it earlier, so we're out at sundown. I want to hunt all night till I can't stand. But it's just been a goal of mine. And then when I get up there, something always happens, you know. So, and I call it Brian. You know, I tell Brian it's like stage fright.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I get
And
it.
he's like, "Oh, you ain't got to be like that with me." And I know I don't, you know, but it is, you know, it's from where we've come from to where we are now, and watching Downwind Outdoors. And when you get to do something, I mean, we are super blessed. When you get to do something with somebody that you've looked up to, I mean, it's huge for small town podunks like us. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. So every time I go up there, and we always have a good time, and they're super fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Brian always has an idea. We're either going to do a video or a podcast, and then you know, that always turns out to be golden. But we're going to go back up there. Redemption will happen up north for me. I swear. When we were going up there that night, I was like, listen, I don't care where it comes from. If there's a dog that comes, I was telling these guys, if it comes out in front of us, I'm shooting. I ain't waiting for nobody. I am going to make this happen.
Yeah.
It's a goal of mine.
And I hesitated.
Right. And you don't like, why?
I
I was the same way. And like when Andy was talking to me, like, you know, you want me to stop him? And I'm like, and then in one part of my mind, I'm like, no, I'm like trying to forget that he's even there. Like I'm focused on what I need to do. And it was beautiful. It was chirps. Brian, you guys were up behind us, up on a knoll,
Yeah.
It was chirps, and then Brian howled, and then Andy howled, and this thing just started on its way. And we preach it all the time now. I do love my e-collar, but I think going forward next year, it's going to be a whole lot of hand calls.
Yes.
A whole lot. Like you, and it sounds so, and this is like beating a dead horse because we talk about it all the time, but, and I'm the one that brings it up. You don't need much to make it happen.
No,
Like
you really don't.
like it's opened my eyes. Like with the sound libraries, we have thousands of sounds between both, all three e-callers.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we don't even use most of them.
No.
You know, it goes back to what time of year is it? And then like Brian made a video a week ago or whatever talking about chirps. I'm obsessed with chirps. Chirps will work any time of the year. They use that as like a line of communication when they're close together. It's like a comeback or a comeback call.
Like an all clear.
Right. It's a subtle, instead of them howling or barking or whatever, and I didn't even know that such sound existed until I witnessed it firsthand, and I called Brian and I was like, dude, I heard this sound, and I explained it to him, and he goes, you heard a coyote chirp. And it was here, and it was on the bait pile, and it just opened my eyes. You start subtle like that, and that we do that. So I'll chirp or blow. Say we're gonna go with distress and first. So like if you have your rabbit call, don't blow in it so hard. Just be soft with it. Be easy. Because I really think if you scream into something and they're close by, that it like startles them, and make them hang up. And the other thing is like, don't overthink your stance. Like if you call and nothing's there, it's not because you're not using a $1,000 e-collar.
No.
Do I think in the beginning you could do more distress and stay longer? Yes. Like towards the end of the season, this is a whole nother thing I noticed. I was talking to Brian and I did all hand calls at the end of the season. When we got to a place, I would chirp, like a couple sets of them with pauses in between. I don't know how long. Could have been 5 minutes, could have been 10 seconds. It's whatever. It's not scripted. And then I would howl, and then like you would howl or whatever. And we'd wait. If nothing shows, then I would actually do prey distress, because after they're paired, so we see them pairing around December. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then they have their breeding season. When you get into March, they are finding den sites.
Yeah, yeah.
Here. I don't know about anywhere else. So they're looking for den sites. They're staying in those areas, meaning the alphas that are breeding and the aunts and uncles or whatever that are tending to the den site, because not all of them breed.
Right, the nannies.
The nannies, right. So if you go in and chirp and nothing happens, and then you howl, that's how it happened first. Wasn't the last night. The last night you went.
Last night, yeah.
We moved in too. That's another thing, because at the tail end of season, proximity is huge, huge. So where we would usually stand 300 yards out and try to get them to commit, we went in closer. We moved in closer to where they're going to hopefully be. And what did this dog do? It came out, showed itself, sat down. It did it, 2-3 times. In and out, just come out and sit down.
Yeah, I think it was twice. Kind of
Right.
came up, laid down, got up, disappeared.
We were talking on the comms, and I'm
Came
like,
right
oh,
back.
here he comes. And I'm like, watch this, Josh. He's going to lay down. And I was like, 3, 2, 1, bloop, laid right
just
down.
laid right there. Yeah.
I had one here do the same thing, and I had to keep moving. Luckily, I had a great wind, and I had to keep picking up and moving to it. It was also backing itself up, but it never left. Like if you know, like you hunt coyotes, so you know when you spook something, they're out, man. They don't want no part of it. They are gone. They don't stop. This thing just kept getting up, circling back, and sitting back down, and it did it. That shot on that dog took, I don't know, an hour and 30 minutes, and I just kept getting closer and closer and closer because I could get it. Like it was so funny every time. It was 300 plus, and I'm comfortable there.
Right.
The first time it sat down, it wasn't a good shot. I couldn't make it. It was in a bad spot. It's not safe. We're not doing it. So I had picked up and tried to change my angle so I could make a shot. But I just kept doing it and doing it. The thing would circle back, sit down, circle back, sit down, and always 300 plus, 400. At one time it was 500 yards, but it never ran away. And I think it's because there's a den site here. And I did the same thing. I chirped, I howled, and I think I really need to get that video on YouTube. That thing came running in, like 600 yards out, and you could just see it with my night vision. Its eyes coming up over the hill was running in, and then it hung up. But I think you can, long story short, I think you can do a lot with hand calls. It's confidence with hand calls, and people get weirded by it, like freaked out, and we were the same way.
No, yeah.
Now I'm like, psh, send it.
Yeah.
We were up in Brian and Andy. The first stand we went to, Brian howled, then Andy howled, then I howled, and I hear Andy go, awesome. And I was like, you just gotta break out of that. You gotta get into your zone, man. You just send it. You got all this, like for us, all you New York guys now, you got time to put them things in your cup holder, man.
Yeah.
Put them in your truck. Yeah, we
6 months to.
Josh has a timer on his phone set already. You got time, practice. You know what I mean? And in your off season, go sit out. Grab a beer, go sit out in your yard or whatever, and listen to them. Listen to them talk. This is when you re-gear and try to watch all you can. And I'm not even saying just coyote hunting videos, because those are fun and all, but like there's tons of stuff on YouTube on just coyotes in general. Like you can see coyotes in Yellowstone, and they they video how they react in a family group and all these things that are happening. Go watch that stuff. Research all you can about vocalizations and try to learn the language. And I when we started hunting up there with Brian, they don't use an e-collar, and we were like, man, this is like crazy. Like we need our e-collar. We need it.
Yeah.
And no, we don't. We don't. You don't need it. I mean, are they great? Yes. Are we still going to use it? Probably. But it was like when we went from no more headlights.
Yeah.
Because our Sniper Hog headlights were, they're fucking heavy. And it was like so freeing. Like, I didn't have a call bag with a call and remote and extra batteries for the remote and all this stuff. It was just my rifle, my tripod, my chest pack. And it's very bare bones. And lots of people have done it for years like that. I just think it gets, everybody gets so hung up on this. Like gear is cool. Like we love cool stuff. Like I'm all for it.
Oh yeah. Always looking at new stuff.
Right. But like even like when we started back in the day, Rusty, I bring him up all the time. That's all we had, hand calls. Mm-hmm. That's it, and we always thought it was something we did, oh, it's not the right sound, or we played it, we blew in it too hard or too long or this and that. And I don't think it's got anything to do with it. They just weren't there.
Yep.
It's just proved time and time and again towards the end of the season there. I made a sound. If they were there, they showed up. If they weren't, they didn't. That's just the way it is.
So, speaking of learning new things.
Oh, I love learning new things.
Well, that post that Pierre put up in the group chat the other day.
The vet thing.
Yeah, he was at the vet.
Yeah.
There was a TV like playing different little tidbits of information or whatever, but I guess coyotes are starting to carry heartworm.
Really?
And when a mosquito bites the coyote, picks up the parasite, and then it can transfer it to your pet.
Huh. Kill them all. No, I mean, there's a good balance is great.
So
You
there
don't-
is another reason
Sure.
why we do what we do.
Ticks are real bad this year. Like
Yeah.
really, really bad already. And we've been cold.
Yeah.
Cold at night, 20s and 30s. What have we
Right.
gotten right now?
48 now, but last night
Thank
it was
God.
down to 30. The night before was like 25.
Oh my God, it was terrible this morning when I went out. I was like, these are the nights or the days where you bring like 3 coats in your truck. You got 2 different hats, 2 different coats.
Yeah, because you never know what you're going to need.
By the end of the day, you're in your light coat.
Yeah.
But yeah, take your time. This is training now. Now it's go shoot. We're gonna mess around with some things, some different bullets. I really want to do some of that.
Yeah.
Even there's some lighter 223s out there I want to try and see how they group.
Yeah, I can go even later on 243.
Right. Like I think we should, that's my goal is to mess around with that. When we get a Sunday that it's not raining.
Yeah, we've been battling rain.
Every weekend.
If it's not windy as hell, it's raining.
Right.
Or both.
And like we can have wind is fine as long as it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to
Be accurate.
try different bullets and see how, wind deflection and things like that happen. Because now, like we shoot pretty far at a lot of dogs, 200 plus all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. We don't hardly ever, we get them in 100 yards and less. It happens.
Yep.
But the more common distances for us are 200 plus. And that's going to be my goal is to shoot farther, which is going to happen.
More secrets from one predator.
Secrets.
We kept this one quiet for a few weeks. We've been
Yeah.
talking about doing this.
Yep.
Making videos of the podcast. And
Right.
hopefully they do well.
Yeah. So if you guys hopefully,
Yeah.
like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah. Hit
Push
the,
the
buttons.
wherever the icon, how people do that. They're like, push the bell. I don't know.
Click the bell. I
Right.
don't know how to.
Yeah, I don't know
post
where it
things in
is.
yet.
But yeah.
But no, if you're listening and you want to watch it,
Yeah.
it'll be over on YouTube. You
Sure.
can search for us at One Predator Hunts.
We don't have anything cool to show tonight other than,
Hi, it's just
hi,
us
it's just us in the kitchen. Anyway,
in the kitchen.
but yeah. So what do you think? You want to try some different bullets, you said?
It's a possibility. Might get some. I think they make 55s, right?
Yeah.
243 and a 55.
I mean, you can there's I don't really know, but I mean, I'm sure there's something lighter than cuz you're shooting
75s.
right. It's a little heavy. So if we want a little lighter, it's going to get you a little faster. The only thing is it depends, so your barrel twist and all that is going to matter,
Oh, yeah. No,
And
I know.
I don't even know what twist that gun is. Do you know?
1 and 9.
1 and 9?
Yeah. 1 9 and a quarter.
Okay.
1 9.
So, I mean, this is when you try to figure these things out and hopefully.
Yeah, find something that works. I mean, the 75s shoot
Yeah, it shoots great.
fantastic.
Right.
With my rifle. I got.
But what if you could go faster and
what if I
flatter?
could go faster and flatter. Yeah. Faster.
So we
flatter.
talk about hanging up coyotes that night when we were talking about that coyote was at like 4 or something.
Yeah, it's 400. Yeah.
And the thought crossed my mind. You were waiting for it?
I had clicked in a little bit on the Zoom to get a better
Yeah.
shot, and it was like, man, this thing's laying down.
Yeah. So you had like this much.
Yeah.
You didn't, I mean, you don't have the legs and shit, but you had, and it just came out. It was like textbook. I'm like, oh yeah, here it comes, and sit. And it just went, whoop, just sat right down.
Yeah. Looking right at us. And I was,
Those dogs at that place, though,
they are elusive.
to us.
They like to keep their distance.
Right. Like there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of habitat and it's very remote and nobody goes in there.
Tons of water, the valleys that are all
Oh God,
out
yes.
there. it's, I
The
mean,
only thing that's in there is cows.
Yeah.
That's it. And they are heavy in there. And we've had another time where so like that stand, we didn't even realize. We thought when we were where we usually stand looking over, we thought that was like the neighbor's property
yeah, in the pasture.
in the pasture. And I'm looking at the map one night and I'm like, holy, that's another cornfield that's hooked to this farm. I was like, we're going. So we hiked.
Yeah, it was probably close to half a mile.
Yeah. We hiked to get in there.
Yeah.
But what a sweet spot.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then because we called 2 dogs out of there with Pierre one night and they came up and hung up right there. And we didn't shoot because we thought we were shooting into the neighboring pasture and we didn't, that's even us. We screw up. Look at your maps, man. Make sure you're where you need to be or where you can be.
If you can do some day scouting,
Oh, yeah.
get out and see the terrain,
Yeah.
what's it look
100%.
like? What does it actually look like in the daytime? You can see spots.
We could have smoked those dogs there that night with Pierre.
Probably, yeah.
And like, so now, because it was like 112 yards from because we were on one ridge and they were on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And that, me as being the caller guy, that bothers the shit out of me that we didn't try.
Oh, that makes me think of saying go during the day and check out the terrain and see what's there.
Mm-hmm.
When we did the video with Brian, I can't remember what the question was, but I had another thought about it, is like the complacency thing, which we pounded in that video like real hard.
We always come back to that somehow.
Yeah. So like in your, like New York, we have the off season. So you're not out there every few weeks or whatever to see what's going on the property. In the fall, before season opens up, go to the landowner, see if anything's on the property has changed. You put up a new fence,
Yeah.
built a new barn.
Yep.
Now there's cows over here in this field that weren't there last year.
That's a whole nother topic that I've
Somebody
seen a lot.
bought the property next door and put up a house.
Yep.
Can't see it through the trees right now because of all the leaves and stuff.
Well, leaves ain't
But-
here yet, but during right.
Come midwinter,
Yeah.
all the leaves are off. Now there's a house there. So just
It's for us. That's a huge thing. It's because we hunt spots that are populated.
Yeah.
And we have to really keep an eye on things, just for the whole safety factor of it. And that's why we are allowed to go where we're allowed to go, is because we don't just, it's hard when when a dog is responding and coming in, all you can think about is that kill shot. And sometimes you got to keep a clear head.
Yep.
Super, super important. But yeah, I seen a topic on, I always watch the Facebook pages, and people were saying, they're asking for permission. They're like, how many times do the landowners say, as long as you don't shoot my cows?
Yeah.
And it sounds so silly to maybe somebody, like us that's been out there quite a bit. If you can't tell that that's a cow, you probably shouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
But if you're using red lights, now there's people out there that still, or have to, they can't use
Thermal or not.
thermal or night vision.
Yep.
You got to look at your distance between the eyes. Every coyotes are, well, let's start with bobcats. They're super tight, right? And then you have your fox, and then you have your cow, or your deer.
Yep.
Maybe go out just for kicks, take your red light out and shine on different animals that you can shine on in the off season. Don't get arrested,
Yeah.
but
Don't bring your rifle with you.
yeah, don't take your rifle, but like go out and maybe, go to a cow pasture in the dark and shine a cow looking at you, side profile, so you can start to see what it looks like.
Yep.
Because there's some people that can't hunt with we are, lucky that we can hunt with the gear we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's come up and it's like, I have, people have said to me, don't shoot my cows, don't shoot my horses. If you can't tell the difference, need to figure it out. Super. And I always chuckle when they say that to me. It's like, yeah, if I do that, I shouldn't be out there. I've shot coyotes and foxes with my cows. And so, it's like crazy that question comes up a lot. And like the other thing I've been seeing is like everybody's kind of having like a dull, no, not a lot of activity, not responding. Well, okay, so let's talk about what they're doing now.
Well,
So they are denned.
they're denned up.
They
getting
are.
ready to pup.
I believe the pups should be out now or close.
I don't. What's a coyote gestation?
I'm pretty MFK. Tori posted. Well, he's got pet ones or whatever, so he's down south, and he had videos today of a mother in a den with pups.
Really?
They were super small, but so that's what you got to think about now. So if you're lucky enough to hunt if I could hunt right now, prey distress, I think is going to be. I think that it's going to go right along with vocals and proximity. You know what I mean? Like
60 to 63 days.
Yeah,
That's quick.
that's quick. So do your howls. Maybe not so much invitational, but just, do your howls, go to your prey distress, do your chirps. I think that's the sounds that everybody kind of sleeps on now. Prey distress is going to be kind of big because they're feeding pups, or they're feeding the mother who's feeding the pups. But the other thing you got to think about is now that it's getting warmer and things are coming out. Skunks are out, possums are out,
Woodchucks.
turkeys are on the move. You know what I mean? So there's woodchucks. There's a ton of prey for them right now. It's actually perfect if you look at the timing of it. And yet it almost makes you wonder sometimes on how, I think me and Brian have talked about this, and how plentiful the food is when things are happening like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, it makes sense. I mean,
it just makes sense
they're not going to give birth in the fall or winter time
when everything's going in
when, there's less food. They're going to,
right now.
springtime, everything's breeding. There's babies. You're going to have fawns dropping soon.
And they're just in a whole totally different wavelength. All they care about right now is tending to the den site.
Yeah.
And if you shoot a female that's outside of a den, I don't think she's breeding. That's my personal opinion, because if they don't leave,
Yeah.
they're way too small right now for her to leave.
Yeah. That just said that they're weaned within 5 to 7 weeks.
Yeah, the nannies and the males are bringing the food back right now.
Yeah.
Period. So if you shoot a female, like there was a discussion about that today. Do I think it's possible you could shoot a female that hasn't pupped yet? Now, I've said this before. Not everything comes in the heat at the same time. Everybody's cycles can be different, further out. So yes, but no, if that makes any sense. I wouldn't think, if you can hunt right now and you go out and you call a female and shoot it, I mean, all you got to do is look and see if she's lactating. It's very simple.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're going to shoot any pups right now. Not yet.
No. Probably not for another, I'd say 2 to 3 months.
I would say July, I think. I could be wrong, don't quote me. I think July they're out.
Yeah, they'll be out exploring.
But if it's crazy, and this discussion came up too in one of them, like in July, and I've heard this, like when it starts getting dark, you'll hear them, they howl a ton in July. And what it is like the pups come out and they go explore, and then when it starts getting dark, mama calls them back to check on them.
Yeah.
That's what she does until she bumps them out of the den. I've heard it. And that's why you hear a ton of howling in June and July, is because she's calling them back to check on them. And then until she bumps them out and turns them loose. But yeah, so, we can't hunt right now, but if you can, and I'm a New York guy, and might be different where you're at, but I would still stick to chirps and howls, and then go right to the food. And I wouldn't stay on stand long. Like if they don't show, I would bug out because they're saying you might not be near a den site,
Yeah.
and that's why you're not seeing them.
Yeah,
But-
they're going to stick close to home.
Yeah,
Keep
the home range.
keep the pups protected.
Ooh, banging into my mic. But yeah. So we're just over here existing.
Yeah, it sucks. But at the same time, it's a nice break.
Yeah. Like nobody our wives know how much we hunt. And if there's anybody that knows, it's our wives. And like now, like me and mine, we were just talking before we got all this going. We watched 3 movies last night. I haven't done that in forever. And that's why I call it, it's the margarita season thing. We make a joke about it. So, we have coyote season and we have deer season. And then after coyote ends, we got turkey.
Turkey.
You know what I mean? And the girls were said one time, like, we don't have a season on them. And I was like, margarita season comes after coyote hunting. Like, we turkey hunt, but we're not like die hard. We don't go every day.
And we can only hunt till noon.
Right.
So it's not like the whole
It's not. It's totally different. So now we're in margarita season. It's hang out with your old lady, make her happy, make purchases. That's why you got to make her happy, so you can make purchases for more stuff.
more stuff.
I'm definitely into. I got another scanner in mind. I'd like to get because my daughter loves to go, and when she goes, I have no scanner.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be another scanner in my life this summer and another scope, and it's more. I mean, that's gonna be an AGM.
You're going to go with the 80.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
To having or a DNT. I mean, I like my DNT. I don't. But I'm not gonna undress a rifle to dress another one. So, yeah, it's gonna be something with a rangefinder. I think that's another huge thing, knowing your ranges. If you don't have one with no rangefinder, I'm gonna go at daytime scout it and shoot it with a rangefinder,
Yeah.
and keep that in your head.
Or like, it's in the movies. I don't know if guys really do it. Like snipers in the military, they'll sketch out the area.
Mhm.
Like this tree is this many yards.
Yeah,
Like have, a notebook. All right, this property,
yeah. Do your research. Yeah,
this knoll is this far. That
Sure.
tree line is this far.
bow hunters would put flags up for
Oh yeah.
at 10, 20, 30 yards. They would flag their shooting lanes. That's an old tactic.
Yeah.
Draw some pictures. Yeah, absolutely. I've thought about that. Take some maps and sketch it out on the maps where you like to stand. Hopefully, it's not the same place every time.
Yeah, we gotta do better with that too.
Well, I just think we can hunt our spots with different winds
Well, there's that too.
because you have in your mind where you think they're going to come from, but that don't always happen.
No, nothing written in stone with
No.
coyote.
No, they're all over the place, man. It's like a deer; they go from bedding to feed, right?
Or turkey.
Or turkeys go from roost to
Feed.
feed. You know what I mean? So you can put yourself either, depending on what's a good wind or where it is, you're either going to get in their bedroom or you're going to get in between it or you're going to get on their feed. Coyotes ain't like that, man. They're like this all over the place.
Yep.
So it changes it quite a bit. But you okay?
Yeah, I'm fidgety. Sorry.
Fidgety. It's all new. We got chairs
Yeah, we have with backs on them.
with yeah, they're patio chairs. But they're super comfy and we're the same height.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Right, because like everybody kept saying that, and it's like, Jesus, man, they pick everything apart. Anyway, yeah, new scanner, new scope coming. Oh, well, I didn't buy it yet. I'm gonna want to.
Yeah.
I want to.
I should pick up a second scanner.
Yeah, Finn's definitely gonna need a scanner.
Yeah, gotta get him out shooting more.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a 640 and give the 384 to Eva, which is fine. She just really wants to go.
Yeah.
She was quite mad when I didn't take her out. The last night, me and cousin Sam went out and did a blitzkrieg on a couple of spots and did not produce anything. So,
Yeah.
which sucked. But at the same point, I'm kind of glad. Let them go do their thing.
Maybe
And-
more coyotes for next year.
Well, even that is now you'll see things, right? Now you'll see, if you're hunting areas, you'll see your fawns your deer population is going to get better. All your prey animals are going to get better because of the pressure you put on the predators. So, this is when you can really see, the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
What else we got?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm not sure.
It's kind of a blank night. It's one of those nights. Like, I forgot we were doing this.
Yeah, it's what you text me at like 8:30.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
are we recording tonight? Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I passed out on the couch.
Yep, we are.
Get your calls right now.
Yeah.
Get a hold of Brian. If you're a New Yorker, you're done for now. This is when. Get a hold of Brian. Practice.
Get your order in long before the season starts.
Yes, huge thing.
He's got a whole bunch of orders to fill. It might take a little while to get it.
Right. I can't, I keep talking about hand calling. It's you got to practice. Now's the time. I think it can be done. It's nice to have goals, I don't know what our goal is going to be. We still didn't tally up how many coyotes we shot. It's somewhere's around 40, maybe north of 40, I think.
Yeah.
But, I don't know what our goal is going to be next. I do. It's going to be shoot further.
Yeah.
When we need to,
Mhm.
which is a whole nother thing. Like we talked about wanting to shoot further, faster, and flatter. But if they're moving to you
Yeah.
and the wind is right,
let them come.
let them do their thing, man. I see that too. A lot of people get jumpy on these videos they post, and it's like, man, that thing was doing exactly what it needed to do. Let it do it.
Yeah.
It's a good chance for you to learn. Watch how they act with the way the wind is and how they're approaching you. That's how you learn stuff. Like, anybody can go out and call something. Well, not anybody, and pop it. I mean, that okay. But what did you learn from that?
Yeah.
We have some spots, and that's why we want to shoot further, is because, like, towards the end there, they would hang up. You think you're moving in close enough to them, but you're not. So we have some spots that.
And we have a few properties that you could easily hit 800 yards.
Oh yeah.
And they're just out there circling around.
Or you get those coyotes that don't pay attention to you, no matter what sound you make,
Yep.
but you can stop them.
Yeah, if you can get them to stop, and they're 400 or 500 yards.
Right. I think it's all about it's nice to have a goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we had a year before last, we wanted to see how many we could shoot.
Yeah.
We did that. This year we wanted to see how much we could do with hand calls. We did that. Next year it's going to be how far we can put all those other two things together, but shoot them further if we have to.
So where are we going to set up to get further?
Yeah, well, we can get 410 here.
Yeah, so we might need
Yeah.
a little more.
I have ideas.
Okay.
There's plenty of places.
Get out to like 6.
I mean, and then I didn't even thought about, it sounds crazy, but like, let's go to Sheepdog.
We could.
Tony knows them guys, has said it a million times that we can go over there whenever we want with him and really have some fun.
Yeah. They have what, 1,000?
Yeah. And that's not far from us,
No.
where we could go out and, I mean, it's going to take some practice, but
Oh, hell yeah.
but we can still do our 50 to 400 here. But if we get good, like if I can nail a 6-inch plate at 400 yards, like consistently,
Mhm.
I'm all about going further.
Sure. I'd like.
I think
like to
it'd just
try
be cool. It's like you see those long range videos where the shot goes off and then it's like feels like 2 minutes and then it falls. That's what I want to do.
I'd like to get the Ruger Precision out to 1,000. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, that gun will do it.
Oh, I know it will. It's can I do it?
Right. It's well, it goes back to practicing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a different animal too. That's a bench gun. I mean, really.
yeah.
Uh,
Wow. I mean,
shoot from your tripods a lot.
yeah. Practice your setup.
Right.
Don't just.
Well, that was weird.
Sorry. Notification.
Trigger discipline. Take a 22 out and just practice with your trigger pull, man.
Well,
Make sure you're not doing that. I took my daughter out. She was jerking it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
She would like hit the plate. Now I got a sweet little 22 in trade. It's a bull barrel. And 100 yards at a 6-inch plate. And this thing would just ping, ping, ping. And which on a windy day is amazing for a 22. In my thought. But she was, I just sat alongside her and watched what she was doing, how she was holding things. And trigger pull is huge, man. Because you're like, oh, I can hit this target, and I'm this good, and this and that. And then I get out there, I shot this coyote, and I never found it. Well, you jerked it, and it's gone. That's why. Keeping your head screwed on straight is important. So do all that. I guess we're going to talk about practice tonight. That's what we're talking about.
practice. I'm looking forward to it. Getting some trigger time.
Skeet shooting. I love skeet shooting for practice.
Yeah, we can do that too.
That just helps you follow your target. I mean, all those things are like just good fundamentals to keep sharp at. You know what I mean? Like just keep doing it over and over. And like with a 22, you can go through 500 rounds. It's not a big deal. You're not spending a lot of money. Woodchuck season.
Yeah.
Man, if we don't really have a lot of play, we'd love to hunt woodchucks more, but we don't have a lot of sandy place, a lot of clay here. Woodchucks, man, they will do wonders for your shooting. That's like squirrel hunting in September. I really want to do that.
Yeah.
Like every year I talk about it, and I'm like, September 1st, I want to go sit and try to plink some squirrels.
Might have to get a 22.
Yeah, it's just good for you. That's why I think, like, because I shoot both eyes open and I'm comfortable and all this stuff. And I have flukes and I miss. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I think that is really good. It's really good practice. Really good practice. Take your kids out shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Get a rifle. That's what I'm doing. Get a rifle in their hands. Get them away from the television, which is, super hard. And only because, and I blame the schools to some extent because, like, when we were in school, we had overhead projectors and we wrote all our notes.
Mm-hmm.
They have tablets now. My son does. And so they literally stick them in front of a screen and then tell us that we need to regulate them when they're home. When you're imprinting it in their head while they're at school. We didn't have that.
No.
We had computer lab.
We had Apple IIe's.
In computer lab. We were there for what? An hour?
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
And you learned how to type.
Yeah, twice a week.
That was it. It was keyboard. It was learning your keystrokes. It wasn't.
You weren't playing games.
No.
Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
And
dating ourselves real bad here.
oh my God. I hate it. I always died in Oregon Trail. I got like, fucking disease or something.
Dysentery.
Yeah. Like, what was the other game? Doom.
And Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah. Remember like Doom? Like it was so pixelated.
Oh, yeah.
And like
64-bit.
And like the smart kid had a floppy disk of it and he like put it on and he'd be like, listen, sit at this computer. It's on there. But, to get your kids out, take them out in the woods, man. Ticks are real bad this year. I already said that. Be careful with that though.
So I think we talked about it last year. For turkey season. They have it at Walmart, at least in our area.
Oh yeah. The
Permethrin.
Yeah.
It's a yellow
Turkey.
Aerosol can.
Yep. I think it's right over there.
Yeah, I gotta grab another one. Spray my stuff down. Ticks, mosquitoes, gnats. Spray all your clothes down outside. Let them dry.
Yeah, I have to do my. I'm gonna wash mine and then.
You can't see it.
You can't.
No, camera's not down that far. Horn dog. But spray all your hunting gear down, and like I was over here on the state land, not a single bug landed on me. I didn't have any ticks on me, and it's loaded over there. I know it is.
Oh yeah. I've heard about this new tick-borne disease.
Oh, the red meat.
Yeah, it's getting real bad with cows, and it's not treatable.
No.
So, ooh, Jesus. Ticks are. I got to figure out how I'm going to treat mine, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's just getting worse and worse every year. It seems.
Turkey time.
Turkey time. I'm ready, man. I'm excited.
Ugh, I haven't done
You
it.
gotta clean your tip off.
Yep.
Remember?
Yep.
Clean the tip.
My mushroom.
Well, yours is straight.
Yeah. You know what my tip looks like? Fucking weirdo. Christ.
Jeez. You went there, not me. Oh, see, that's much better. You cleaned the tip. It's all
Oh my
about
God.
friction.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I suck real bad right now.
So we're gonna go into a call training.
Well, we were talking about it and it's sitting there.
Yep.
Everybody loved when I was doing all the calling on the live.
Yeah.
I got some feedback on that, and they were like, "Man, that was great," hearing it and all that stuff. And well, thank you. I don't think I'm that great, but I try real hard.
Just remember, you're shooting first this year.
What, for turkeys?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. I like to call.
I know you do, but I got one last year, so now you.
I went down and pushed the bait pile over, and there was 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2 hens, and I think it was a tom. I don't know. I couldn't. He was
Nice.
gone. But I haven't seen a lot of turkeys. Like at the farm, they would be out in the lawn.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, I know where we're going,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, we went down there last year, and you weren't quite sure where they were. And
Right.
You walked out into the field, and oh shit, there they are. And
Yeah.
then the hens go running off. But that got cut short because you were getting a delivery.
is that what it was?
Yeah. Someone showed up with something. I can't remember.
Oh, stumps. Yeah, because I make mulch and compost too.
Yep. Like, hey,
I got a lot of hobbies.
hey, I'm here. Like, well, shit.
Yeah, we were hunting. They all know where to go now, so we don't have to worry about that.
Perfect.
Yeah. Turkey's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Them warm mornings, the smell, the grass growing. You smell grass growing. It sounds so fucking weird, but like I can.
Well, it's just like smelling the rain coming.
Mm-hmm. It's just something about it. Something about it. I want to do some more fishing this year too. Like I used to fish all the time.
I have a really nice rod and reel.
All
Set up.
the time.
Hard to
Pre-kid,
use.
fished all the time. But now, when they're little, it's tough.
Hmm.
But they're getting to where we did a bunch of it last year, and I want to do more of it this year with them.
Yeah, my kids like to fish.
It's fun. It's good. It's good. I guess gets them out of the house.
Yep.
Which my kids are outdoor kids anyway, but it's like I'm not here. I'm at the farm or in a field or whatever, so it's tough. But see, when I was growing up, it was different. When you walked outside, you were working.
Yeah.
It's not in my yard like it is
Right.
over there.
Yeah, all summer long. Oh, you wanted to go do that? No, we got work to do.
Yeah, right. Dad would take us fishing though. That's one thing he was real good about. I still got the little boat. I think he bought it at Sears. It's a little rowboat. We went everywhere with that thing. I got to go collect it. It's at my brother's. He used it a bunch, but get your kids out, get them shooting,
Yeah.
get them fishing.
Fishing.
Somebody's got to carry on all this. You see it fading.
Yeah, we won't be around forever.
No, think about, it's got to go somewhere. But I'd like to get some more spots this year too. I've been scoping some stuff out. I don't know. I get nervous about door knocking. Even now, I hate it because you never know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's either going to go okay and they're going to say no, or it's going to go real bad.
I don't think it'll go bad. I did that one a few years ago. I stopped over to that sheep farm.
Yeah, that didn't go good.
Well, no, it went fine. We didn't get permission, but
No.
it wasn't like, no, get off my property. I
Right.
don't want you here. We had a conversation.
I think we need to branch out more so we get
Yeah.
more downtime in our spots. Our spots got pounded towards the end. And it's funny because in the beginning, they had a lot of crops on them. We couldn't hunt them. And then when we could hunt them,
Right. It was, yeah.
it was all out,
Yeah.
But that's the only thing you're going to get another scanner? You got nothing else?
Brake. Threaded,
Oh, yeah.
threaded barrel and brake.
Yeah. Muzzle hop is huge. Even if you're talking bolt guns, that you have to reload, obviously. But I didn't think it would make much difference with my 223, but huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Being able to stay on target after you shoot.
Like watch the shot. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't, I guess that's the biggest thing. It's like being able to watch your shot impact and not having that bounce.
Yep. Or have, the gases.
Yeah.
Well, for night vision,
Yeah.
having
Mount
the
your lights
gases
under the barrels.
white out your scope.
If you have bolt guns and, you don't want to put rails and stuff on them, shoot us a message. We get this one thing off of Amazon that it pins into where your sling pins and you can hook your light to.
Yep. It has a little pick rail on it. And
Yep.
It still has the stud for your sling. So
Yeah,
you can-
get your if you're hunting night vision and you're not, you don't know, get them lights off the top of them scopes, put them underneath so they don't fog.
Yep.
Huge. And the brakes help a lot with that
Yeah.
because they deflect the gases out the side. You know what I mean? So there's not like a big plume in front of the barrel, but brakes are loud.
Well, because
They bark.
Directs everything out to the side and
Right.
back. So
But yeah, get your lights under your barrels. If your lights, as far as we beat this, subject to death, sniper hog.
Yes.
I see that question is always on the Facebook pages. Sniper hog lights are they're great lights. The customer service is amazing. You can't beat it. You really can't. And I've used a bunch of different lights. And I think we've talked about this too. Like if you're like new getting into it and and you want to get something else, a thermal scanner is going to be your best friend.
mm-hmm.
Even if you're still hunting with lights,
Yeah.
get a thermal scanner. That's where you need to start.
And it doesn't have to be a super expensive one.
No. It's a 384. I had a 256. It worked.
Yeah, that one was a little rough.
It was
used
very
it for a bit.
pixelated, and the heat detection wasn't very good at distance. That's your biggest thing. Look at what they're saying the heat detection is at distance, because who cares what it is?
Right.
You want to
It's
see heat,
heat. Yeah.
and then go to your rifle or whatever. I think that's a huge thing. Get a scanner, start there, and like we talked to a lot of guys that started like us with red lights and then went up. I don't think you need big, expensive thermal. They're great. The thermal scopes are great. But, if you're budget building like we always do, scanner first, hand calls, scanner, and even if you're talking red lights with glass, spend a little money on a decent scope.
Mm-hmm.
Something that gathers light well, because that's gonna help you a lot. There's scopes, like I had one that had lighted reticles,
Yep.
so I had a red light, but my reticle was green, and it was great for when you were shooting, because it just kept you all in line.
The contrast.
The contrast,
You
yeah,
can still see your crosshair.
right. Do something like that. You know, if you're gonna get into something new this year, and if you can get a night vision, I like night vision. I think your target ID is good. Your all that is good. Yes, the guns are heavier. You got lights on them and stuff. Yeah, but
It's minor though,
yeah,
especially with the Hyperions.
yeah. The Hyperion lights now are smaller and a lot sleeker, and they're great. They really are. But our guns are heavy anyway because they're chassis. But I mean,
Yeah.
they're just heavy, and so if we don't have to carry a call bag, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I would like to get some more distress calls, different distress sounds, birds, things like that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Well, I've been like trying to like poke Brian about them. Like you need to, like it's your rabbits and great are great and all that, and you can do a lot of different sounds with a rabbit squealer, 100%.
A little extra variety.
But I want like if we could broaden our horizons with different preys, you know, birds or even a doe bleat or like a fawn distress.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what I mean? That's you can do that with a fawn bleat. You could probably do with a hand call. So I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all just vibrations.
yeah,
Just getting the tuning right.
yeah. That. So it's just simpler, you know. But you're adding to the library.
Yep.
Um.
Then you can have 30 pounds of hand calls.
Yeah. You know, I really think we should do, and we've talked about this before, and we really need to record some of our hand calls just for the guys that, you know, maybe want to try it on any caller. If we could get them out there for you guys to try, if they work, you know, great. That'd be fun.
Yeah. That's something we can do. I mean, we have the equipment.
Yes. That'd be fun. You know, I don't know. Those, man, I can't say nothing enough about chirps. It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, I had a bear run in on chirps too, so be cautious of that.
Yeah, the old bears.
The old bears, which I haven't seen any bears yet, thank God. Usually we start to see them now moving. You know, I don't think they really hibernate here. They just kind of go in for a little while when it gets super cold, but they're pretty active all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You got anything else?
No, I'm good. Hang in there. That's all I can tell anybody. I do miss it. I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready. I'm glad we can take a break and you know, kind of reset, but you know, I miss being out there at night. It's quiet. I think one of our followers commented on one of my videos one night or something I posted. Anyway, you never really understand how peaceful it is until it's like you get them bright nights where the shadows from the clouds are going across the field. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's just night hunting is just, it's totally different. That's why we love it so much. It's just once it gets in you.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah, totally stuck. But
No, we love it.
yeah,
We miss it, but at the same time, a break is needed.
we're going to do some call-ins.
Yes, we got a
So if you want to call in, reach out.
onepredatorhunts@gmail.com. Hit us up or on the Facebook page.
Yeah, whatever.
Send us a message.
Yeah, we want to do. I love the call-ins. That's my favorite thing is meeting new people and hearing how coyotes are, where they're at, and just the randomness. You know, that they share a story with us or something happened when they were out one night. That's awesome. We love sharing information, but we also love getting it, and like we want to hear your crazy stories.
Yep. You've heard all of ours.
Oh yeah, yeah, they get pretty nuts.
So yeah, we got to sit down and maybe make a list of people we need to contact.
Yep.
So I think we'll call this one.
Thanks for coming, guys. We appreciate you.
Hopefully the video.
This all works. Good to see everyone. I can't see you, but you can see me.
The video works out, and maybe some people will enjoy it.
Right.
Let us know. It'll be up on YouTube.
Check out all our sponsors. The links are on our website.
Yep, onepredatorhunts.com.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, tell them the One Predator Boys sent you. Let them know where you heard about them.
The Messiah will show you the way. I got to talk about this. So Brian got into a conversation with a guy about calls, and he screenshot, I think, and put it in the group. And or maybe it was just a text to me, and the guy's like, "Oh, I want to place an order," and he's like, "Sweet." And they talked about the order, and he's like, "The Messiah always delivers." And Brian's like, "Oh, you listen to One Predator guys, don't you?" And he was like, "Yep." The Messiah will show you the way. He's got videos up. He's got some great ones out now.
Yeah,
Go over to his YouTube, check it out. They're phenomenal. There's so much knowledge with him, and he really knows how to speak the language when it comes to anything. I mean, deer and turkey and all that stuff. He's got a ton of information. So check his stuff out. We appreciate his support. But yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So podcast audio will be Amazon, Apple, on YouTube.
Yep.
Video be on YouTube. Hopefully right about the same time that the podcast comes out.
I was going to ask you that.
I'm going to try and get them so that they're synced up.
This is a whole new world for us.
Yeah. So this may take, the video part might take me a little longer than the audio, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you do, check out the video, subscribe to the channel. I know everyone always says this. It's free. So once you subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, because we did lose a couple subscribers.
We did.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I don't know.
Where did you go?
I don't know. I was looking at the numbers. One day we're like 115 and we're like 113. I'm like, well, what the hell is that about?
It's because I talked about bait piles.
Oh, gee.
One of them's probably Dennis.
Unsub from
Unsubbed. Like, I could just see him in the background of his camera flipping me off when we were at Brian's. It was awesome.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah, give us some feedback. Tell me why you left before you go.
that it? We're good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
See it.